Well, good morning, everybody. Pastor Andrew Prin joining you on this Easter Sunday for station identification. And we've come to the end of this Holy Week and these video devotionals. And we are at Easter Sunday. We are celebrating the victory that Christ has won for us. And I can think of no better way to tie that victory into something that we have around us than, of all things, an Easter lily. Psalm 96 tells us that all creation rejoices at the Lord, and this is precisely what God has written into his creation. We live in a broken world. We live in a sinful world. And yet into the brokenness and the sinfulness of the world, God has written into his creation the ability for it to rejoice because he is true and because he is victorious. And so an Easter lily, of course, is the very thing that we tend to associate with this day, this trumpeting, this heralding of Christ's victory. And yet we also see that God has written this triumph, this new life into all things in his creation as well. We noted yesterday, for example, that in my front yard here on the ash tree, there is new life that's growing out of that withered and that old trunk. There are leaves that are beginning to bud on the trees. All creation rejoices at what God has accomplished for us through Jesus Christ, risen and victorious from the grave. And so today, as we finish up with this series, we are mindful of the fact that this has been an unprecedented year, and this is hopefully for us a once-in-a-lifetime kind of Easter. We don't ever want to have to celebrate an Easter again where the pews in our church are empty because we are having to gather from a distance. And yet, while the pews are empty, let us rejoice in the fact that while that is troublesome, the real victory is that the tomb is empty. And that because Jesus Christ is alive, because he is risen, because he is active and real, even as we speak on this Easter Sunday, and even as we are gathering merely as two or three of us together, the truth of this day is that wherever two or three of us are gathering today, Jesus Christ is truly with us. He is alive, he is active, and he is the one that unites us, keeps us as one, even though distance empties our pews today. And so I celebrate with you from afar today, but no less real, the victory that Christ has won for us on this Easter Sunday. And I wish you God's immeasurable blessings through his risen and victorious Son today and for all of time. The Lord be with you, and he is with you. Amen.